Hello, everybody. Buddy Webb, Midland, Texas. It's going to be an interesting story right here concerning the Texas Public Integrity Unit called the PIU. Back in 2016, 2017, I was emailing Texas Attorney General Greg Paxton evidence on the crimes and murders here, and a Captain Gregory Lucas, who worked for him, wrote me and said, I'm the law enforcement liaison for the offices of the Texas Attorney General. Your email was forwarded to me for review. Sir, our agency does not have the original jurisdiction to investigate your complaint. The Texas Rangers has a public integrity unit. You can send your email complaint to them at rangersdps.texas.gov. The Texas Public Integrity Unit was created in 2015 by the 84th Texas Legislature, which passed House Bill 1690. It's a unit within the Ranger Division of the Texas Department of Public Safety who is supposed to investigate offenses against public administration, including ethics offenses. I did as advised, but they didn't reply, so I wrote them a second time. Here's what I sent them on February 15, 2017. I contacted yesterday, but I've yet to hear back, so I'm forwarding you additional email that was originally sent to AG Paxton's office. I believe that it may be helpful for your investigation. This is connected with the capital attempted murder case in Midland, Texas, which happened on 1/28/12, where a gang of mostly still secret police were caught on camera sneaking into my home, stealing evidence, and staging the crime scene of the murder attempt. You'll also find a video that I made yesterday, which may offer some clues for your investigation into these very serious crimes. I have some other emails that I'll forward you as well, and I'll provide them a link to a YouTube video that I'd made called Motives for Murder. At the time, keep in mind that the secret police were still secret. They were secret for 6 years, didn't get identified until 2018. And they were caught on camera when I shot in 2012. I was then contacted by local Texas Ranger Jeffrey Strain. Okay, you can see him right here. That's Jeffrey Strain. Okay, he told me that he was not with the PIU. He told me they assigned him to look into my allegations, and since he was from Midland, I was concerned that he may be friends with some of the secret police who I was trying to get identified. That was these people right here, and and I'd offered a reward and all that. And I was trying to get him identified and arrested, and there would be a bias that he might be friends with them, and he'd be biased in trying to help them. Ranger Strain asked for the complete story, so I sent him about 70 fact-filled emails. This included the premeditated murder attempt on my life, but also the suspected murder of the previous owner, the secret police, the people in the attic burglaries, the murder of Haley Dunn, the faking x-rays of the hospital, and more. I asked him if he wanted to meet face to face, but he said no. And one of his rare questions was when I told him that the ex-wife had told me the secret is that a group of doctors are killing people for profit. And he replied and said, how could a doctor make money killing people? What she didn't tell me was her brother-in-law was a doctor. Ain't that interesting? I replied and told him that I didn't know, but I suggested that he ask my ex-wife who had told me this, and I reminded him that I had sent him a recording of her admitting to trying to extort around $1,800 a month from me. If I refused, then she threatened to tell everybody I was crazy. That recording is on a video that I named Follow the Money. I refused to pay her, and she carried out her extortion threat under sworn testimony at the December 2013 protective order hearing with her lifelong friend that she'd gone to elementary school with. That friend was MP Detective Rosie Rodriguez, who I now know tampered with evidence, lied on the police reports, and ruled this home invasion and premeditated murder attempt an accident. Ranger Strain quit replying. I contacted the supervisor that never replied, and then I contacted AG Paxton's office again, and they didn't reply. All of this time, I had criminals breaking into my home and threatening my life, crimes that still go on to this day. I posted about this on Facebook, and a person contacted me and said, I went to school and graduated with Jeff Strain. I know for a fact that he's personal friends with MPD officer April Chandler and Todd Stanley. Just so you know, sir, I highly doubt him not helping to cover up things his friends were involved in. They had been friends since junior high. That's exactly what I thought. One of the secret police I was trying to get identified was his personal friend from junior high. That's what I was worried about. And so I contacted on 4/24/23, I contacted the Public Integrity Unit again and reported him, but I never heard back, And they're the ones that's supposed to investigate this. This is where it's showing what the PIU is in Texas. And this is where, all the secret police were first, finally identified in 2018. Rosie Rodriguez, April Chandler, his personal friend, Tony Dickey, Lieutenant, Greg Chadwell, Greg Nelson, Marty Barrett, Chad Simpson. He murders his wife, kills himself. Mike Nader, he's a sheriff deputy now dead. Mark Gilliam, Michael Gliff. John Woodward was a sheriff from Martin County, first one that showed up and wasn't even dispatched. I'm gonna just show you some of these here. This is from Gregory Lucas right here. My name's Gregory Lucas, and I suggest you contact the Public Integrity Unit, which I did. Okay, that's times at 2/22/17 right here. Jeffrey Strain contacts Mr. Webb. My name's Jeffrey Strain. I'm a Texas Ranger in Midland. I'm personal friends with April Chandler. He didn't tell me that one, did he? Now I've been assigned your case so I can investigate my personal friends. And here, this one, February 15th, 2017, that was the Public Integrity Unit. And then here, Gregory Lucas right here, what I read you a minute ago, he says, I was forwarded it. He was the one that worked for the Attorney General Paxton. Okay, 4/4/17. This is the email here that I was writing to Ranger Strain, the complete story, April 4th, 2017. I believe the biggest crime is what I was told by the ex concerning the doctors. She whispered in my ear with 100% sincerity, the secret is a group of doctors are killing people for profit. I 100% believed her then. I believe it now, and I believe they've been covering it up. And it may be them doctors that faked my x-rays, crippled me for life, or knows these doctors that are serial killing doctors. Well, there's Jeffrey Strain on his rare question. He almost asked no questions, all them emails. How would a doctor make killing people? And then I suggested to go look at the I gave him, I reminded him, I gave him that video of the of her admitting to the extortion, and I played it, Follow the Money, many times. Okay. I'm gonna show you some of these here, just different things. Okay, this was on my TikTok channel, and a strainer reported here. But he looks like this finally gets some traction. Hopefully you can get these sick people down this stuff. And I wondered if that wasn't Jeffrey Strain. Name is Strainer. I don't know that though. This one here, okay, this was the Texas Rangers open criminal investigation in the Midland County Sheriff's Office. 5, deputies left. I think it was probably because of me. That was in 2020. And who clicked like on it? Jeffrey Strain. Okay. So, he's been watching, I think. Okay, here in January 26, 23, Midland Crime Stoppers, who I've contacted many times with lots of evidence, gives Jeffrey Strain the Officer of the Year Award. I kid you not, the Officer of the Year Award. And look here, their sponsors, Conoco, Phillips, Apache, Oxy, all these oil companies, And I wonder if any of them oil companies know anything about underground parties, right? And that's another story, okay? Here, I went to school with Jeffrey Strain. I know for a fact he's personal friends with April Chandler, right? That's what I sent. And who's Chandler? There she is right here. She minutes, about an hour after I'm shot. Here she is. Mr. Webb, due to paranoia, caused himself to suffer a gunshot wound. That's what Chandler wrote, okay? And then she creates a document, called me a paranoid schizophrenic. I wasn't even diagnosed with this disease. I was cleared by mental health at the hospital. I'm a crippled victim of a premeditated murder attempt. And that was his friend that did that. And then she lied and on this stolen evidence, on this voice recorder, recorded the burglar alarms going off. April Chandler did, and said it was checked into evidence, and it wasn't checked into evidence, I mean, she lied. And here It's where I believe her and Rosie Rodriguez were planting my stolen cell phone behind my nightstand, and it was stolen before I shot my phone lines cut.